Hello everyone, you are welcome to LegallyME, and I've got my friends here, Protek Illasheva and Saki. What's up everybody? Okay, so just before, don't worry, you can go through, enjoy. Anyways, we're talking about music, because I'm sitting in the middle of two great musicians, you know. I'll ask for Saki first. So Saki, there's a way people over the years have related to music that is not Christian music, that is not conventional, like say hip hop, urban music. What would you say? Would you say like it's impactful?
Music, the most important thing about music is the message.
Okay.
Your message. What do you want to communicate to the people? Now, it's a vehicle, right, to communicate whatever message you have. So if you want to reach a certain class of people, like the youth of today, they enjoy urban music, they enjoy rap music, you know. So it's just about being strategic.
Wow.
That's what it is. You know, our gospel today is not like it was in the time of Paul the Apostle and stuff like that. You know, they had certain limitations. They could only communicate the gospel with what they had. They write in scrolls and stuff like that. But today we have media, we have different genres of music. You know, so I think it is wise for us as Christians to take advantage of every form of music, every type of music. So it's a great advantage actually for the gospel to be able to use urban music, rap music to impact lives. Because certain people won't listen to the conventional rap. So I think it's very important.
Okay, so I'm going to find out from Protek, because he is a rap artist and you've been doing it for like many years. So do you have testimonies, do you have instances of where, you know, your kind of music or the kind of music that we make, for instance, you know, has impacted people?
First of all, let me start with me. Yeah. I'm very sure that if it wasn't rap music, it wouldn't have many stats. Comparing, I'm talking about where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the days of the Wu-Tang, you know,
the Eminems,
the Grave Diggers, and all, even before the Eminem era. You know, so this is the culture, the real hip hop culture. Now I'm bringing the Moen to me, and I'll be like, oh dude, come on, what's up? You know, so it will don't bore me and all of that. So I needed the Sam Jamz, I needed the Protek, I needed the True South, I needed the one to connect with. You understand? So if I remember when we went to Cameroon, there was this particular lady that gave her life to Christ.
In fact, the story he's about to share with you, I wish I had it on video. I would have shown you. You know,
there was this particular lady that gave her life to Christ. She came out to give her life to Christ, not because of the fact that this young guy is rapping.
She was in tears, by the way.
She crying when the altar call was made. She was like, I see young people, I see Jesus in them, you know, jumping, shouting for Jesus, with earrings, with screaming, rapping for Jesus. That's the reason why she gave her life to Christ.
Just a little backstory to what he's saying. You know, when we went to Cameroon, the hotel where we stayed, she was one of the people who would come to, you know, like clean up and you know, take care for us really.
She was a student trying to make money for school, and
then she was like, in her mind she felt like, oh, these young guys, the way you were looking with hair, earrings and all of that, these ones are just regular fly guys. And then when we invited her to the concert and then she came, she was like, whoa, so you mean these guys that I've been seeing in the hotel, they're this full of the Holy Spirit, you know, they're this passionate about the gospel. She was in tears when she ran out to give her life to Christ. You know, that's how much impact that we make. You know?
It's very key. You understand that hip hop is like a vehicle.
Like Pastor Saki said,
It's a tool.
It's that should not be neglected. Because if you neglect hip hop, you're losing a whole generation. Because this is the language these kids understand. And remember, hip hop is not just the music. Hip hop is a lifestyle. It's the way you dress, the way you talk. So it's beyond the music.
An expression of art.
It's an expression of art.
And that art could be expressed. We can express the gospel through hip hop as a vehicle, you know. So the person may not seem like your regular worship singer, or with all respect, all of the legends, Sinach and everyone, the person might be scruffy looking.
What we call conventional music now, they're trying to like reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
Even the worship pattern, everybody's trying to reinvent to suit the culture of the day. Suit the culture of the day, suit what appeals to people today.
Yeah.
So it's just a strategy.
Because really, what's the use of making content if it will not be, people cannot relate to it? What's the use really? It will be useless if you're only creating art and you're hoping that God will use it, but no one can really relate to it. So
I remember meeting the man of God the
Pastor
artist.
Chris. Pastor Chris, our pastor.
I remember meeting Pastor Chris because Pastor Chris was giving us the reason why, he was showing us the reason why every individual is unique and important. And he said the same thing. That there are a lot of people that might not listen to Pastor Chris. You understand? But will listen to you.
True.
Might not listen to you, but will listen to you. It was pointing different people. So everybody is unique and important. Don't think because this guy is doing this kind of music or this kind of sound is less important. Say we are all important. You understand? You'll be shocked the kind of crowd, for example, a Juju is pulling.
Yeah. Or a testimony jagger.
Testimony jagger is steady walking. The saying is every street for Jesus. You understand? Nobody, the straight gospel. For example, let me not mention name, cannot do that. You understand? But that's his ministry. That is what they can relate to this Jagger. You understand? He understands the language.
There's so much that we want to share, so much, but we have to go right now. But I'm going to leave you with a testimony of a friend of mine. She's South African. She expresses how one of our administration from the Rap Nation impacted her life, and then how she even got saved listening to hip-hop music. So I want you to listen to this testimony. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do that right now. Alright? Click on that button.
I grew up in a Methodist family, and my parents used to pioneer Methodist churches. So when we grew up from a very young age, we'd wake up on Sunday and we'd clean the chairs. They used to use a school room when they started. We'd clean the chairs and the tables. So we'd be in church before the service started. And then after the service started, and because it was Methodist, you'd be there the whole day until 6 or 4. And even when we changed cities, they would be in leadership positions. So you'd be in church before the service starts, there's a meeting. Then the service is 5 hours, and then after the meeting again, after church is, so you'd always be in church for the whole day. Until I stopped going to church for years. And my mom used to shout, and she'd say there's something wrong with me, why aren't I going? I just hated church. And so when anybody would tell me about Jesus, I wouldn't listen because, I knew church, I was churched out. But until they invited me to a hip-hop night, because I loved hip hop. I was a hip hop head. I used to wear my sneakers, and I was a big girl, put on my track pants and so forth. And hip hop night is how I gave my life to Christ. That's how I started going to church again, from hip hop night. So last night is the worst night when I was listening to Rap Nation, and I was like, Jesus, what's up? That's how I got born again. That's how I accepted Christ, from hip hop, from hearing Christ in hip hop. The traditional way, I couldn't. I was traditioned out. I love you guys so. You guys should keep doing what you're doing, man. I was like, yo, Jesus.